The 1993 Virginia Slims of Florida has come down to a battle between number 1 and number 2. In Saturday's first semifinal match, number 2 seed Arantxa Sanchez Vicario won easily in straight sets over South African Amanda Coetzer. And in the second semifinal, Steffi Graf bounced back from a disappointing quarterfinal win to quickly and efficiently dispose of number 5 seed Arantxa Uber in just 59 minutes. Two of the top names in women's tennis go head-to-head in the quest for the 1993 Virginia Slims of Florida title, and it's coming up next, live on Sports Channel. Live from the Delray Beach Tennis Center in Delray Beach, Florida, Sports Channel presents the 1993 Virginia Slims of Florida. Today, it's the number 1 seed, Steffi Graf, taking on the number 2 seed, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, for the championship title. Well, the sun has come through the high clouds, and it's a beautiful, warm day here in South Florida. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve Michael, along with my illustrious partner, Virginia Wade, and we welcome you to the Delray Beach Tennis Center for the 10th annual Virginia Slims of Florida. Well, 56 competitors came here a week ago, and we're down to our final 2. And for the 4th time in 10 years, number 1 will be playing number 2. And for Steffi Graf, you have to say she really cruised last night against Arantxa Uber.
Well, she was so focused, so determined, and really her tennis was absolutely as good as it can be. Whether or not she can retain that sort of focus against the feisty Arantxa Sanchez, I don't know. I mean, this is why it will be an interesting match.
Well, we get a chance to look at some of these highlights, and you can see that she really dominated things.
Well, she played well all the time. She was chasing everything. She was determined not to let any points get away from her, and she was coming up with some really big-time winners. This forehand of hers is a weapon, but once in a while it goes astray. Not last night. It was right hitting its target.
And of course, for our other competitor, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, now she's the number 2 seed, just what the promoters wanted, but she had a little bit of a tougher time with Amanda Coetzer, but 6-2, 6-2 isn't that tough.
No, it really wasn't. I mean, I think she was in control throughout the whole match. She only did as much as she had to. Now, I think that always her strength is that not only does she hit hard and cover the court well, but she retrieves so well. So many times when Steffi will hit a big shot, she'll put the ball right back up high in the sky and get herself back to square one. She was also last night, or yesterday, let's say, she was hitting some big forehands and coming into the net. Now, if she is willing to do that at the right time, it can only work well for her.
Both players are looking for their first tournament victories of 1993. Steffi Graf has to feel good. She has defeated Arantxa Sanchez Vicario 17 of the last 20 times, so Steffi Graf may be in high gear this afternoon.
But she has lost some serious matches to Arantxa Sanchez, so I know that it will be a well-fought-out match.
Well, it's up for grabs. The fans are filing in, and we'll be back for the opening serve when we return from Delray Beach right after this timeout. Sports Channel's coverage of the 1993 Virginia Slims of Florida is being brought to you by Infinity, who invites you to guest drive their full line of luxury automobiles. And by your Florida Jeep Eagle dealers.
As the greatest of baseball heroes, the Babe was the first to be honored both in movies and with the release of the Baseball Legends Gold Stamp Series. This official 23-karat pure gold Babe Ruth postage stamp is limited to 25,000 worldwide. Each stamp is protected in a special commemorative wallet with individual number and certificate of authenticity. A second Babe Ruth stamp, canceled on the first day of issue, is included on a special postcard with his lifetime stats on the back. This is a limited release only available during this special television offer. Call this toll-free number now and be among the first to own the official Babe Ruth Gold Stamp. It's a perfect gift for the baseball fan in your home, and it's only $34.95 for all this. Quantities are limited, so hurry. Here's how to order.
Use your credit card and call 1-800-235-1500 to get your 23-karat gold Babe Ruth stamp collection, now available for only $34.95 plus $4 shipping and handling. Or send check or money order to P.O. Box 2345-A, Grand Central Station, New York, New York.
Discover the defensive training secrets of America's finest baseball school in an exciting new videotape. This is the professional instructional video that gets results. See how this group of youngsters added an amazing 6 miles per hour to their arm strength while vastly improving their running speed and defensive skills in just a few weeks of work. Baseball World's revolutionary new video features professional scout and instructor Tommy Mansky and the same defensive drills used by Baseball World's back-to-back 1990-91 AAU national championship teams. Lou Pavlovich Jr., editor of Collegiate Baseball magazine, calls it a masterpiece, the best defensive drill video ever produced. San Diego Padres Major League superstar Fred McGriff agrees.
I'm so impressed with the instructional videos by Coach Mansky that I've given them my full endorsement. When you watch them, you'll know why.
Baseball World's defensive drill video makes a great gift and benefits players of all ages and ability levels and improves coaches' practice organization. To order your copy for only $29.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-854-1700. Call now and we'll ship today.
High above center court here at the Delray Beach Tennis Center. Steve Michael with Virginia Wade alongside a beautiful week of weather. We had a lot of wind, but today it's shirt sleeve afternoon. Temperature at 77 degrees. Look at the wind, down to 8 miles an hour, and the humidity is up a little bit from yesterday when it was only 35%, but the chance of rain today just 20%, so it should be a lovely afternoon. And let's take a look at the two competitors. We'll begin with the defending champion, Steffi Graf.
Steffi in very good form this week, apart from the struggle she had against Zina Garrison in the quarterfinal match. But last night it was one of the most concentrated matches I've seen her play. She does have a tendency to just go fast out of the gate, you know, and then to get a little bit sloppy sometimes in the second set, where she avoided doing that. And I thought that was actually a really good achievement for her last night. She has to, at this stage of her career when she's done so much, she has to find new objectives when she goes on the court. And that sort of thing that she did last night, I thought was very good.
And for the 21-year-old Spaniard, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, she has to be wondering if she can defeat Steffi here. The last time she played in the Australian Open, she lost in the semi 7-5, 6-4, so it should be a great matchup today.
Absolutely. You see, Arantxa Sanchez has a very, very good attribute, and that is she always looks so buoyant and so confident out there. Even, I think, when she's a little nervous, she still manages to make the opponent think that she is confident. Now, she has this week been actually going and saying to people close to her, I mean, not generally, but I know second or third hand, that she said, you know, I feel so great this week, I'm going to win this match. And, you know, that sort of deep feeling of security is very important in tennis. However well you're playing, there's always that sort of extra element of the feel about it. It's just, if you feel great, then you know that you can raise your game, you can go for your targets.
And sitting in the chair today, the umpire, Mary Lou Tierney. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Digby Bridges must be pleased. He was the architect of this beautiful stadium. This, the fourth venue of this tournament, and they expect a capacity crowd as it's still arriving here at the Delray Beach Tennis Center. The first year here, they had to leave Boca because it only sat 6,000 in the main stadium. Here, we've got 8,200 on hand.
And it is really a fabulous court. They've made the court very nice and big, the actual court area, but it's not, and it's sunk, so it's going to be protected from any sort of wind, but it's not going to just attract all the heat, which sometimes the sunk courts can do. So it's really good. The players like it. The surface is the right pace, and they just...
And with record-breaking crowds, Steffi Graf will start this match as she will serve first in the first game of this first set. This for the singles finals. Love 15. Steffi, who's ranked number 2 in the world, has won $191,000 so far this year. Not a bad paycheck considering she hasn't won her first tournament yet here in 1993.
Oh yes, that caught the line.
Our first ace of the afternoon.
81 miles an hour only because it had a little bit of slice on it, but it caught right on the outside edge of the line. Well, so important for Steffi to be successful in that play right here from the beginning, because this will give her confidence. You know how reluctant she is to go to the net. I often think that she does not do the best with her overheads and make the most out of them, and that was successful, so therefore she'll try it again.
30-15. Nice slice on the ball. 40-15.
That was so effective for her last night, the backhand that she slices low and deep to the forehand side, so down the line. So with these extreme grips, it's hard for the opponents to get under those balls.
Steffi, who won here a year ago, defeating Conchita Martinez in 3 sets. 4-6, 6-3, 6-love. And she picks up the first game. Steffi Graf holding serve in his first game of the first set. We're just underway, and we're glad you're with us here from Delray Beach. We'll come back with more tennis when we return right after this timeout.
If you've ever struggled with a handheld trimmer, you'll love this revolutionary new kind of trimmer on wheels. Just look how easy it rolls on those 2 big wheels and glides in any direction on this front-mounted mobile. It's perfect for trimming around rocks, along fences, buildings, sidewalks, and in all those hard-to-reach corners. The new DR is also a mower. It cuts tall grass, waist-high weeds, even wet grass and rough areas with never-before ease. There's no steel blade to bend or dull. You'll just love what the DR Trimmer Mower can do for you and your property. A big color catalog is just $2. Call toll-free 1-800-654-3900. That's 1-800-654-3900 for your big color catalog all about the revolutionary DR Trimmer Mower.
Welcome back to Delray Beach here at the Tennis Center for the 10th Annual Virginia Slims of Florida. We've played 1 game in its first set.
Now, Carlos Kiermaier has spent the last 3 years watching and supporting and practicing with Gabriela Sabatini. They parted ways, and I suppose he's as expert in the women's game as anybody, so Arantxa was quick to pick him up.
And Arantxa serving for the first time today, looking for her 9th career tournament win.
So effective, that slice down the line of Steffi's. You know, Steffi started serving first, and I'm assuming she won the toss. I didn't actually hear, so I was rather surprised that Sanchez took that end first, because now she's serving into the sun in her first serve. She made Steffi serve into the sun, but usually you do it the other way around. You want to start off on the best side serving.
15-all. And interestingly enough for Sanchez Vicario, you know, all 3 of her wins over Steffi Graf have come in Grand Slams, and of course most recently last year in the U.S. Open. 30-15, that goes into net.
Her serving has picked up. Yesterday she served very well against Amanda Kutzer. They were saying that it seemed Carlos had really helped her serve. It's another good one.
Cross-court winner, Sanchez answering a shot by Graf.
Superb anticipation by Arantxa Sanchez, but you know, she went over to that side so quickly that Steffi really, if she'd even been aware of her at the net, she could have passed her the other way. Living dangerously but effectively.
And Sanchez holds serve. And it's 1-1 here in this first set of play. Well, we talked about the attendance figures, and yes, well over 80,000. First time ever in this tournament history. You know, last year was record-breaking crowds of 73,000, so that much more coming this year to this beautiful new stadium here in Delray.
Oh, that is really what you would term a bad error. Hit such a good serve, gets almost a dud return, and then blew that one.
Graf started out very quickly in her quarterfinals win against Zena Garrison Jackson. And then she had problems in that second set. And then 1 in 3. And it's 15 all. Only 3 times this year for Jenny has she gone and been forced to go 3 sets.
I watched she play fairly overwhelming tennis.
Took a little off the ball, and Sanchez shot that a little long.
Really, Steffi is thinking that she's only had so few 3-set matches. She has been in good form this year. I know she lost the final of the Australian against Monica, but she really she was in a winning position, and then she began to get a little edgy in that match. Some opponent.
Chops that into the net, and it's 30 all. Do you think it's maybe a little lack of concentration on her part, on Steffi's part, for not being able to carry it through?
Oh no, I think it was a little nervous tension that in the Australian, and then when she gets nervous, she gets a bit predictable, and she's actually struggling to get right into form so far this match. Hasn't settled down yet. That's a great effort from Arantxa Sanchez.
And our first break point of the afternoon.
You know, she just sneaked into the net when she knew she'd hit a good shot, but Steffi didn't really even see her come in, and then she was forced to suddenly make a passing shot. Arantxa Sanchez taking her time here, actually, you know, really trying to slow Steffi down a little bit.
The drop shot didn't work, and we go to deuce.
Steffi played her semi-final match yesterday evening, so she was under floodlights. They are really, truly excellent floodlights here, but it's still, the conditions are different at night, so it's very hot here today. And so it's inevitable that it takes a few games to really adjust to the conditions. But there have been errors both on the forehand side and on the backhand.
Second advantage for Vicario. We saw that yesterday in that first match with Sanchez Vicario and Amanda Kutzer. the 21-year-old from Spain comes up with the first break of the match this afternoon and leads 2-1. And we'll come back to the Delray Beach Tennis Center when we return right after this timeout here on Sports Channel.
Now.